What are you seeing and what do you feel is coming?
Well, I've been hearing for a long time now, and this goes back years into the Biden administration. The cost of goods was the number one thing that voters cared about. The reason that they elected Donald Trump was because they felt that their grocery prices were too high, their housing costs were too high. And because we were digging out from the pandemic for the entirety of the Biden administration, and we had inflation, even as the macroeconomy was improving, voters, especially those at the lower end of the income scale, weren't feeling it. And so Donald Trump had one job. His one job was to come in and lower prices. And here's the thing that he did when he was campaigning. He lied to people and he said, I'm going to lower grocery prices on day one, right? He just made promises he couldn't keep. And so voters in the focus groups that I conduct multiple every week, the number one concern you hear from Trump voters is that the costs aren't going down for them, that in fact, things are getting more expensive. They have a ton of anxiety about the tariffs. And many of them are doing exactly what you just played in that clip, which is they say things like, I'm putting off buying a car because I'm worried about tariffs. I was in the market for a car, but now I'm not doing it. And so that uncertainty is still there, even as Donald Trump is sort of rolling things back. And so there's no way, look, Donald Trump is able to message around things like his corruption, right? He goes on offense, he creates scandal after scandal. Voters have a tough time locking in on one thing. And they kind of trust, oh, he's a businessman or whatever. But when they feel the negative personal consequences of the economy, when the economy is down, when inflation is up, all of those things, you can't message around that, right? You just can't spin. Donald Trump can't bluster his way or sort of beast mode his way through that issue. And this is why when you were sort of asking David Frum, okay, well, what do you do about it? How do you make people care? And the number one way is to talk about it all the time. And this is where offense comes in. This is where Democrats need to be on offense all day long about the things that Trump is doing that are going to cause people economic pain. Because if they do that, they put a knife right through the central mythology of Donald Trump, which is that he's some vaunted businessman who's going to make, 12-dimensional chess negotiating deals, that's going to be in their benefit. When they don't feel the benefit, then they're willing to listen to you.